Hi, I'm Stacy. This is Adagio Brews. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share kind of a quick tip about adding a shot of flavor to your matcha. In the past, if you've seen some of my other videos, you have probably seen that I've been cold steeping raspberry cream pie from David's Tea in milk, usually soy milk, to use with my matchas, and I really enjoy that, but I am not always, I don't always plan ahead, and so this is a great idea for those times that you really want to add that kind of extra flavor, but you forgot to cold steep your milk. And I think that this could be incredibly versatile. I got this idea from Brenda in the comments on one of my videos, and she will make a strong shot of David's Tea's North African mint and add it to her, I think she adds it to the vanilla, David's Tea vanilla matcha. I don't have the vanilla matcha. I do have North African mint and I love it, but I couldn't think which matcha besides plain that would go good with. What I wanted to try is the raspberry cream pie. Since that one I already know I like adding to matchas, I wanted to see and compare it to just making a shot of it and adding it to my matcha. So I've got some things prepared here. Okay, so here are the items that I'm using today. I've got my raspberry cream pie, and I did 2 scoops of this in my steeper, and I only added a little bit of water just to make it a concentrated shot of it. And then I was going to use the raspberry matcha from Adagio, which is what I used the last time I made this with the cold steeped milk. And I've got my cup with ice, and I've got a small blender ball in there to help mix up the matcha. I'm going to have this ice today. And then I've got a cup of this light vanilla soy milk and my matcha spoon. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to add the shot of raspberry cream pie, which now has steeped about 7 minutes. Not actually, maybe I might have used too much water for that, but I usually mix half milk, half water anyway with the matcha, so I think it'll be okay. And then I'm going to add my cup of, ooh, this is quite full, cup of vanilla soy milk. Okay, and then I have a scoop, half a teaspoon, 1 matcha spoon of the raspberry matcha. Now, last time when I made this hot, I used 2 matcha spoons, and it seemed like a little much. This is iced. It might be a little more watered down. I'm going to do about 1.5 scoops in there. This cup is a little smaller than some of the cups that I have, so I don't think I need 2 full scoops, but we'll see how this one works out. Okay, I'm going to shake it up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm using this cup from Contigo, and you can actually screw on the lid and then it closes up where the straw goes in, and then you can just shake it and it's not going to spill or leak out. And so I think this is really convenient for me personally for matcha on the go, for iced matchas, because I really like drinking out of a straw, and this makes it easy to mix it in there and use the straw. So this Adagio matcha isn't mixing up quite as well as some of the David's Tea ones do, and the Bird and Blend ones. I think if I had time, I might use my matcha mixer bowl and whisk, and then use the warm tea, and whisk the matcha in there to completely mix up all the matcha, and then add it to the ice. But hopefully this will work. I'm just gonna keep mixing. Okay, so I think I've been mixing this for about 1 minute, and it looks like it's mostly dissolved in there. So it's the moment of truth. I'm gonna try this. Okay, so I think that this makes the flavor a little stronger than the cold brewing the milk did. When you cold brew the milk or cold steep the milk for like 24 hours, it gets a lot of flavor, but once I only did it for maybe 10 hours and it wasn't quite as strong. And this definitely has the flavor strength in it. And so this is really good. I think that this is definitely a technique that I'm going to utilize in the future. I really want to try this with Forever Nuts and caramel corn and add it to some matcha. But when those, to get the most flavor, you really have to brew those for like an hour. And I didn't want to do that. So I just picked a tea that I knew would steep quickly. This is really delicious. And I definitely think I will do this again. Yeah, so I'll have to think up some other flavor combinations. Have you guys tried adding a shot of tea to your matchas? What flavor combinations have you come up with? It'll be fun to experiment. So yeah, I hope you try this out. Let me know if you do in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Bye.